Okay, welcome to this demo review. This is a guy who's golden over 3, playing with a bunch of randoms, he says. It's basically, teammates who he plays with quite a lot, his community. So I'm going to assume that it's 4 people who typically wants to win and stuff. And you did say you were commentating strats, setting up positions here and there. So I'm going to try my best to comment on that too, like what your team is doing, along with what you're doing. So let's just get started then. Let's skip past this part. There's probably a lot of voice chat. I can't hear all of it. So there might be things over here and there that you're saying that I can't hear, and thus my review might be comments might be stupid because you said something that I didn't hear, and then yeah, you acted on it. Just gonna point out instantly right now. I'm not sure if you noticed. This is again a very common thing they did, but your crosshair all that time was pointing up here. Oh well, sensitivity up here instead of actually up here. If they start coming up here and shooting you, you want to have your crosshair on them all the time. So just put your crosshair up here constantly. Right now you're throwing a grenade, it looks like. Yeah. And again, you saw your crosshair at the arch is way off. Good shot. Again, your crosshair, if it comes around the corner, where is it? Always keep it head height, where it might pop up. Pretty decent strat.
One on site.
You just want to run right now, you want to walk. You just killed what, 3 guys on A? Yeah, on B I mean. When they know you're there, like, what's the point of walking? You know, you just kill a guy garden. There's one more guy you see on the radar, and it's probably not gonna be 4 guys on B. I don't think so. You gotta keep that in mind. It's most likely not gonna be 4 guys on B. So why are you walking slow? Just run again. Just
One
plant the
city there.
bomb.
One scanning city. Or two.
You're spending a few seconds there too long. I feel like on just not doing anything.
One construction. One construction. Last one is city. Behind the car.
And again, your crosshair is way
Coming mid.
off.
He's mid behind you.
You just want to play for time here, really. We'll play it. It's a pretty awkward position in that one. I think you feel like you played. I don't know if you heard him or not. I don't have sound up too high, but you could have heard him, and that would be fine. If you didn't hear him, just get yourself in a position where we can't come behind you, basically. In guard position, I would just look towards ruins there, and I used to hold that position. If he's gonna come behind me, he's gonna run or make some sound, most likely. Again, your crosshair is way too off. Just keep it on mid at this point. Crosshair placement is really important. Your team is going A. I don't know why. Probably just want frags. You're doing good now. The bomb's banana and you kind of have to kill him. It's a really good shot, by the way. I like you going runes. Check your angles. Check them better. There could be a guy behind this corner here or even right behind you right now. If he's playing safe, he could be there. I wouldn't walk either at this point. I would just run to help your teammates, plant the bomb and stuff, clear the site. They already know you're there. There's no need to walk. If you know you're there, you run. If you don't know you're there, you walk. It doesn't really matter at this point, because again here, see, this is what he did to Pistol One as well when you 1-on-1. You're like watching sight all the time from this spot. Sight is not a place you have to worry about. You have to worry about ruins, right? So keep your crosshair here. Imagine if he had come like a half a second before, or a second before even, or you turned a second later. He would have killed you. You'd lost your gun, which is pretty big, and it'd be a 1-on-2, I think. No, 2-on-2, right? It's a pretty big difference between 2-on-2 and they both have guns. and you lost your gun, and you being a 3-on-1 or 2-on-1, I think when you get disconnected, I can't see the last guy on your team up top. Yeah, but you're being even a 2-on-1 then. If that's just a 1 second difference between you checking that behind you and him coming there faster. Just focus on ruins at this point. You don't have to focus on sight. There's a team that is covering sight. And right now you're installing a radar as well. That was the guy there. You want to try to keep a bit more eye on the radar. There's a lot of times you can see people there in the radar, and you're not really reacting to it. Like in a proper team, people will call it instantly pretty much. But even often, even if they call it really fast, you can see it in the radar a bit faster and you can call it. Just being able to do that is kind of important. You don't want to focus too much on the radar, but you want to look at it every now and then. Usually I see people instantly. Okay, right now you just gotta think. There's one guy, it was one guy in smoke right now in entrance, in main. Where most likely will it pop up? He's not gonna run through the smoke, and if it does, you have teammates helping you there, you're gonna kill him. So he's most likely gonna pop up ruins. He's gonna rotate around and go ruins, right? That's a very, very easy thing to figure out, at least in my head. It's obvious. He can't go through the smoke, and if it does, he's gonna die. If he goes through ruins, he can come out there, and it's only gonna be you covering it. There's a couple of things right now. One, you could have planted a bomb instantly, because he's gonna take some time going around. And second, if you're not gonna plant a bomb, throw the bomb down on site, so it's not stuck in garden, and then just go hold the angle that you're holding the previous round. Just hold the ruins for angle at a time. Right? You probably could kill him. Because right now, he's probably going to pop up in not too long, I feel like. Yeah, and there he is. See, he's like 3 seconds too late compared to what would be the high skill level. Um, so that's just one thing to keep in mind. But if this was Eagle ranks, he'll be there 5 seconds ago. And he would have killed you. He would even kill you before he started planting the bomb. But also, even if he hadn't gone that way, that's the only way where it could have come, right? He could not have come through the smoke. He could have come there. So it's the only place he could have come from is that angle. So why not just hold it? Let your teammates plant a bomb or tell your teams to cover it. Unlucky. That position is actually fine. Crossbow plays a bit off. That's the only thing. The position is fine in itself. Again, you're looking at the legs. Get your crosshair up higher.
Their apartments. And what? Apartments.
Also, there's no need to keep moving. Just stay still and hold an angle, really. I also like the angle up on the bridge better than this angle, simply because you can get behind cover easier. Also, there's a height difference, which is never good when you're in the bottom. So really in that round, you don't want to move back and forth like that when you're waiting for something. You just hold an angle, you stay at it. Secondly, like I said, I like the angle on bridge better, or even when you go on the balcony, a bit further up. Missing the shots, I was just unlucky for a second. I don't think like that was horrible or anything like bad by you. I just feel like he outaimed you basically. But you always want to improve your odds by getting better angles and better positions. I don't know about that flash. I don't know if you called it. I can't hear your voice. Your strats so far are pretty decent in my opinion. Like they're pretty good actually, most of them. You're playing well. Yeah, there's one guy left, and you probably know where it is right now, so burning with your knife is actually fine. Your strats have been pretty decent so far. Pretty good. And you're playing pretty well together as a team. Most of your teammates, at least, and you are to some degree. like your role seems to be more backing up and like just covering up and holding angles than actually pushing as much as your team is. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Seems like you're not really sure what you want to do right now. It's not wrong in this position though, and it's a real good kills for your teammates that completely changed the repetitive of the round. I wouldn't push in A with only 2 guys right now. I don't like this at all. Okay, I'm just gonna point this out. There are 3 guys left. Pushing here with 2 guys is really dangerous for 2 reasons. Well, actually 1 reason mainly because you can both die. But also if only your teammate dies and you're alone, and you can't kill the guy instantly, the guys from A can rotate. They can get there before you're able to plant the bomb. So if this guy's on B is decent or good, he can kill the first guy, should be a good kill from him. Then he can just delay you enough so the guys from A can rotate. And if they can make that happen, the bomb's going to be down, and it's going to be pretty easy for him to hold the site. Even though you just killed 2 mid, so it's not that bad, to be honest. But it could even be 2 guys there, because you just killed 2 guys mid, right? There might be 2 guys on B, and it might kill both of you. Because it can happen that they just kill both of you, and you don't even kill 1 guy. Maybe you kill 1 guy, but it's still 1 guy here. So you're going to be holding banana, have banana control basically, and the bomb's going to be down. He's a pistol, so it's pretty easy kill for you. But yeah, imagine that op was better positioned or even better and hit those shots and did something, or even got a kill through the smoke, which can happen. You don't want to risk that. Not when you got there on. You get those 2 kills, this round is yours. So you shouldn't be able to lose this round. So gather up 4 people or something like that and just push somewhere, really. You push banana, that's fine, but I would get 3 or 4 people, not just 2, because that's pretty risky. He did win the round, so I can't really... He had a pistol on banana on B. There can always be things that are different. He had a weapon, or he had a good shot, or something like that.
One's apartment, be careful. And 1 quad. And 1 house.
Good shot. It's good that you check those angles. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure you checked it. So actually check all those angles. Right now, your crossbow pin is really good. That nade is does absolutely nothing though. Just think about where you're throwing your nades. Like you want them to do something. Again, these flashes, they're not really doing anything. You're flashing, and that's about it. You did notice there's a guy in there with an op though. Again, this flash not really doing anything. You're kind of not really selling a fake at all. You're flashing like you saying you're there. But you did call there's 1 guy there. That smoke, again, there's 1 guy CT spawn, so I can be in there with smoke. You don't want to waste your nades unless you have to. Well, you don't waste your nades at all. When you throw your nades, you make use of them. I feel like those flashes and nades in banana was useless, didn't really do anything. The 1 flash was okay, because you know there's a guy there then. Even though they criticized it. But the 2nd flash and that grenade, and even that smoke in mid was not really needed at all. I could have saved that money. Or even save those flashes if something had happened. Again, you keep moving, and I don't like that. Now, this time you're moving and jumping and shooting. Just watch that. Stay still when you shoot, or at least don't jump. It just ruins your aim completely, and you lost that kill on him. Thanos actually like this right now. I guess 2 kills was you trading is fine. I actually like the banana push right now as a team because you're playing aggressive banana pretty much every round. So the chance of you actually getting up there and kill one really fast is pretty good. You have your flash up for too long. He could have been close or pushed you there and you would have died. And your team flashes you. That push by you is actually really good though. You got flash, you still kept running, and that's really good. It's not often you see that, even in higher skill ranks in public and matchmaking. People don't do that. I'm just pause. I'm gonna just unfocus and keep talking. So what you did there is really good. You get flash and you just keep running, and that's really good. Because what could have happened? Imagine if you got in garden and they wouldn't have killed you. You've been garden and there's one guy in sight, and you notice, and they like, oh, there's a guy in garden, right? And that can always be a good thing. Imagine if there's been a guy in safety spawn and he rotated around and you came garden, right? There's so many things that could have happened. Nothing happened this because you died, and I don't think anything happened at all because you just killed everyone, or team killed everyone rather. Uh, but that could have been a huge thing. That's really good that you do that. That's really good. Just keep running when you're flashed. That team flash by your team was horrible. That should never have happened. But it happens every now and then. People often just flash, not thinking about what your team is doing. This guy's really hitting his op shots. I just want to point that out. As really played by him.
No.
Just a couple of things. He can be here behind the bench. You can get pushed up apps right now, and you can get pushed through down the stairs and apps and come around here by now. So I want to think about that. Don't just look and think about mid. They can actually push. And there you go, your teammate got him. But he could have been faster. Just be aware of that. You can't come there. I would be careful of pushing this far with the bomb alone, but I'm not sure if you're just checking spots or waiting for a team. But if you're waiting for a team, that is really good doing that. You don't want to go there alone. Again, you're moving a lot. Just try to find a position and just hold it. Just stop moving. Just when you want to hold a position, just stop stop pressing your keyboard. Just hold it. Again, you're spending so much time just walking back and forth. You really don't know what to do. Unlucky. Like going back further, it's actually not that bad. I mean, your teammates died and stuff, so it's like you don't know what's going on. It's okay actually. Doesn't really too much to say about that round. Like I killed you is in a really cruel spot.
One is boiler room whipping.
Look where your crosshair is. You could have been close to sandbags. Just your crosshair is always off. Unlucky. Just the thing that you did right now, this is very common when you play versus in lower skill ranks, and pretty high up even as well, when you're in teams especially. What you did right now, you smoked off banana, you waited about 5-10 seconds, then you started pushing. First off, that flash didn't really do anything. Flash it over the roof instead is just much better in every single way. You would have flashed that guy. But it's the second rule, it's the third I guess, is really important, is when you push, you want to smoke, flash, and push at the same time, basically. You don't want to smoke, wait, flash, wait, and then push. You want to smoke, flash, go. Like there's no delay. So what you could have done there as a solo being alone at Banana is just smoke, and flash, and push, basically. And the moment the flash pops, you want to be there in their faces, basically. Like just a split second after. Same thing with the smoke. the moment the smoke pops, you want to be up there and running across there. Because what would have happened, even if he had seen the flash, which he probably didn't because he was opping, even if he had seen it, he would have crouched and hid behind it. You could have run past there and gotten here. And you could call, there's one guy here, right? What he's going to do, he's going to, okay, there's a guy here, might have to move positions. You can throw another flash or nade, I don't know if you had anything, but just be in his face, basically. Because the reason you don't want to do this delayed is one thing is because, well, that doesn't really do anything, but also because, imagine if he calls, or there's a smoke in flash banana, one guy might rotate. And those 4 or 5 seconds might be just enough time for him to rotate one guy far enough so you actually die. And again, they're not really... I feel like they should just push. They know where the guy was. He called where he was, I hope. They could have just said there's one guy here. And they killed him. Flashed him and killed him. I can show you what I mean about that, because that's pretty advanced stuff, actually. And it's really important to do that stuff really fast. But it's something you see every pro teams do it, and it's something I've been taught by players, rugby players, and they've told me so many times. It's so important that the moment those things pop, you're in their faces. Watch your crossroad this time. Both your flashes didn't really flash anything at all. Just with 2 wasted flashes. Because if he's up there and he sees the flash coming, you just go behind a wall and just flash him. And the same thing with the second one. I like the push in itself, but I feel the execution is kind of poor. You saw him there. The execution is kind of poor. Like, that smoke mid was kind of not good. You had 2 flashes you wasted, so you could use these on sight and pit. Flash these guys, right? Could have been done better. It's a 1-on-2 though. You could win this. Yeah, you can skip through it anyway. So right here, you saw the exact reason why you need to think about what you're using your nades for. Your flashes, especially in this case. Use 1 flash downstairs. And that wouldn't do anything at all, because he would see it coming, just go behind a wall, and then re-peek once it's popped. And then you come upstairs and he's going to kill you anyway, right? The second flash, again, exact same thing. He would just see it come, it'd go behind a wall, then peek out when it's popped. And you would just die anyway, no matter if he was there. He wasn't there at all. But rather just jump across, like if he's peeking down halls with a AWP or a rifle, you just jump across and that's the best chance you got. Or you get a flash and run as the flash is not popped yet. Probably flash you a bit, yeah, sure. But he's going to go back from that flash. Because once it's popped, it's going to peek again. Like, once it's popped and when you're actually running through as he did, he's going to peek you again. So it's not really going to make a huge difference anyway. If you had even one of those flashes, you could have flashed the guy in pit or the guy in sight. That would make a huge difference in that round.
What?
Just unlucky, really. Just peek you open through the smoke. Alright, let's see the other half then. I wouldn't peek out there with a smoke. Keep your pistol up at this time. If they rush you, even if they just push you really fast and get in your face there. And then your smoke up. I would rotate right now. Yeah, you could rotate a bit faster and help your teammate, because you're 2 on B. You don't need to be 2 on B when they're both dead, or 2 guys dead on A. Especially when you're playing main and he's playing sight. You just wanna go like that. You wanna go really fast. You're stacking B. What I like to do in these rounds is just stack 4 guys B, 1 guy A. Have the guy A be a bit aggressive, like shoot a bit, quality guys, and B, don't really do anything at all, just hide. So you kind of want to make them think that just well, there's guys on A playing aggressive, so they want to go B. You want to force them B as much as possible. Become 4 guys B or 4 guys on the site hiding. I have no clue. I think your crossbow's way too high up right now. I feel like. You saw that flash coming. Like, why didn't you just turn around? Turn around there. You could shoot a shot at him. And your teammates, well, you got 2 kills, Phantom, which is good, but they didn't really help you. And that's both same both at it's both somewhat your fault because you were playing in a bad position compared to them, and also kind of their fault because they could have helped you. Like when you were coming around, they were flashing and shoot. They could have peeked out. Oh, unlucky for his guy. That's you, I guess. Yeah.
Oh my death.
So yeah, well, a better position there for you would actually be Construction Ruins Garden, right? So when they come across here and start running about into sight, you just peek them and make them focus on you, giving your teammates like a free shot. You can even play in main or safety spawn and start shooting there, or at least behind the last box in fruits. I don't know what you call it, fruits. Right now you should peek and help your teammate just looking pretty aggressive. This should be running to lose again. Yeah. Okay, let's first buy round. And now you're gonna win this, so let's see how it goes out, how it turns out. Again, you're like kind of moving a bit too much. I would just hold an angle, or even just peek it every now and then. Not going back and forth. Like now, why are you moving? There's no need to move. You're just make yourself look nervous and stuff like that. So right now, I would just save really. We're 1 on 3. We have 13 HP. There's no way you're gonna win this. I would just run for B and try to save my weapon. Even go banana, maybe even T-spawn for that matter. Not much you could have done that run really. Like you're 1 on 3 there. You killed well no 4 actually. I killed 1. It's not that much you can do. You just got 1 kill, which is alright. But I would just save my weapon there. Means you would have an M4 right now instead of MP7, which I don't think you should have bought. You want to go full save or want to go full buy basically, or almost full buy. You don't want to force a buy like this. Again, that nade probably won't hit anything at all. It's not very good. Very good rotate. I like this very good. It's very fast. It's really important. Phantom's just going crazy right now. It's 4K on him. That's 1 guy left. You see him on the radar in pit. You saw him in radar in pit, and you're flashing your teammate. And now your teammate got killed. I think you saw him. You saw him in the radar pit. My big guy killed though. but your teammate's in mid, you flash your teammate. Again, you're really not sure what you want to do. You just put yourself in a position and just stay there. I don't know why you don't pick up an AK. Or an AWP even. Well, you could have done that before when you were in that mid, but yeah. And again, you buy MP7, which I don't understand. It's not a good weapon at all at this stage. So you have armor and helmets, it's like 7 shots to kill them. There's one shot from their AK to kill you. You saw that smoke, you can imagine they're probably going to push banana right now, simply because they haven't done this smoke at all in the entire game so far. You see this smoke, it means they're probably going to push banana. For now, what I would do now is flash, nade, flash. Right? So just see that flash. And there you see what MP7 is a bad weapon. I don't buy it at this stage. It's like the worst map push I've ever seen by someone do, but is it good for you? You're gonna win this round then?
Let's go, fellas. Throwing smoke. Grenade out.
Again, very good rotate. It's really fast. It's very good and important to rotate really fast. Yeah, this is around your problem. You're not gonna win unless you both go big. It's 2 and 3, you have an MP7, and they're dead. Right there, like your cross replacement, gonna be a bit better, but still you probably didn't think, because again, AK kills you in 1 shot, which I'm sure you noticed, and it kills him and you kill him in 7 shots. Yeah, not gonna this. Okay, you're stacking B and A, and that's okay, but look where your team is. You know, you're standing on site. Why? In case you kill everyone, then comes an A and you're there, but why not just play with someone somewhere, in Arch or Quad or Pit, or even just stand on site and watch apps. That's gonna happen so much more than you just hiding here, not doing anything at all. And now you're kind of doing something, but I thought the point was you hiding, not them not knowing you were there. So why are you looking somewhere? That kind of beats the point of actually hiding in the first place. Hiding can be kind of work, because if you hide and not show yourself, I'm not gonna expect you to be there. But you didn't even do that. You just kind of stayed on site. They're gonna go B now for sure. Yeah. Yeah, you're dead. Not that much gonna end there really. He just killed you. Yeah, pistol. Again with the MP7. Long range MP7 versus AKs with no cover nearby. You'd rather either one stand like down here, or with MP7 even up here with MP7 I recommend, or behind pillar, something like that. Not up here. This is placing them an AWP basically, but even an AWP is not a good position because in case you miss a shot or come 2 guys at the same time, you're pretty screwed. You should still watch apps. I mean, everyone is still alive. You got control over Arch, over Quad, and Banana, and you're rotating nowhere. Hold apps. They can still come apps. Just because there's some guys mid and you kill some guys, you can still beat guys apps. Keep holding it until you actually have to rotate. Again, you're moving. And no cover nearby. Gary C again, MP7 versus rifle. And yet you keep buying it. This is like the 3rd time you die because you have an MP7 versus AKs, and you still buy it. Again you buy it.
Let's give it to them, boys. Throwing smoke. Grenade out.
Again with the moving. Don't like it.
Throwing flashbang. Grenade out.
Okay, you got a kill there, and he didn't even hit you at all. I can only blame that on him just not being good. I'm sorry, it's not something nothing to do with your aim or your positioning, but he didn't even hit you at all there.
Counter-terrorists win. Let's show them who we are. Laying down smoke. Smoke. Throwing a grenade. Grenade out.
Playing apps is usually extremely boring, and yeah, you can see this right now. Whereas sometimes it's fun because you always push it, or put people in there, but like these guys apparently don't, because they just want to go to the same place all the time. And also especially because they wait like a minute before they actually do anything at all.
Flashbang.
Alright, you spotted a bomb, this is really good, do rotate. Okay, right now there's a thing you can see though. There's 3 on B, they got control. And the bomb is in banana. You can rotate. Right now I would stop rotating and rather go back to it. Because right now you're forward, not really you're killing everyone though. There's still 2 guys left. And now you rotate. Stole the bomb banana. Go back, yeah, that's good. I like that. And there you got it. So what he could have done there, didn't do it. He could have actually rotated down banana and up towards A. But the 2 guys, and killed the guy in A and then planted the bomb.
Smoke.
You saw him actually. I'm sure he called it. See him through the smoke. You shoot through the smoke. You see him on the radar. That's the trick you can do. If there's a smoke down, you can see him through the radar most of the time.
Counter-terrorists win.
Finally an M4.
We are out of here. Grenade out. Throwing smoke.
And again, it's also a reason why this position is bad. If they come quad and they kill your guy quad, and the guy at the same time, what do? If you're in pit, you can put your wall, like the pillar, between you and the quad players. You can kill the apps players. You can also do the same thing for the apps players and kill the quad players. I can show you what I mean about that. I'm gonna show you a few things anyway. When this is done. But there you go. That's another reason why this position is not good at all.
Throwing a grenade.
Also, if you stand behind
Flashbang.
with the stairs in graveyard, you can also use the wall there to cover yourself.
Gear up. We're laying down smoke.
And this is a really good position. I'd rather go further forward because right now I'm gonna show you something. Right now we have a player in quad, and that's good. But if he was not there, imagine he's dead and he push you. They can come quad, kill you, and apps kill you, right? But if you go further forward, or rather to this side, you can look apps, but they can't see you from quad because this pillar is in the way. the same time, you can go to this side and look quad, and guys from apps can't kill you because the pillar is in the way. It's called dispositioning, where you actually use the stuff around you to make sure you can only get killed from one angle at the same time, and that's where you're looking. If they come anywhere else, they can't see you. And if you're getting split from quad and apps at the same time and you don't hit your shots, there's not that much you can do. But if you're looking to hit your shots, or if you're a real good aimer, hit those shots, you can easily kill 2, 3, 4 guys and actually save the round for your team just by doing stuff like that. I've had teammates and friends do it for me so many times. They play good in pit or any place really, and just kill 3 guys simply by positioning and moving around and being good with it.
Throwing flashbang. Deploying flashbang. Grenade out. Grenade.
But now you got the bomb. You should win this round.
Throwing the grenade.
Okay, now you see especially your teammate in quad is playing sight. They could come quad and kill you. You see that? And that is exactly what's gonna happen. He missed his shot, and that was just lucky. But you see exactly my point right now. And now you're forgetting about apps. You've completely forgotten about apps. Completely forgotten about it. This is also, I'm gonna show you what to do when this happens as well. You're like, no idea what you want to do there. It's probably just inexperience, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine, not knowing what to do there. I mean, it's a really tough position. I know it myself on certain maps that I haven't played them, like the new maps, like Mirage, like I'm not used to, and even the new map Cache, I haven't played at all. But no, this thing's gonna happen. People rush me or people push me like that. I have no clue what I'm gonna do. But that's why I always often, I'm gonna explain it to you afterwards as well, but I often go on this empty server and just think about, if they do this, this happens, what do I do? How do I flash? How do I move around? What are my plans? Watch demos of pro players, what they do, and all these things you can do to actually think about them and prepare for it. Because when it happens, you can't think, you're just gonna do it. Because you don't think at all, you don't have time to think. This is a really good position, just by the way. This is much better than your previous positions. Even if your teammate dies in quad, or if he falls back to sight, you're still covered from quad, right? And if you come up here, you can hear them. And then you can just move a bit to the left and use this to cover you from apps, and then look through the cracks here. I can show you that as well, these angles I'm talking about. What he could do right now as well, though, is actually fall back into pit from quad and cover quad from pit, and you're on site watching apps. Let's see now. I don't like this one bit. Right now you're in an awful position compared to what you were just now. You're much better positioned. Again, this smoke is going to smoke you out completely. Not completely, but a lot at least.
Grenade out.
So I feel like the Turks have done a lot of stuff there. You dinked him, that's good. I don't know about pushing like this though. You hit him really good, and he's just teammate kill him with a pistol. It's good. You kind of like forgot that. You kind of completely forgot about there could have been other people around. One more guy apps who killed you easily there, or any more people basically. You kind of just forgot about it. You just completely thought, okay, I want to kill that guy, and you start running at him. Okay. I'm gonna show you the main things that you're wrong. I'll go through all the decisions and things you did that I didn't like. I'm gonna show you a few things in Inferno that's I think is pretty important. That you did wrong. It's a lot of positioning things, like when you're playing a pit. That's one thing I'm just gonna explain to you how you can do it. This is something you can do in a server yourself. Just run around and actually spend some time thinking about where you can stand and what you can do if something happens, right? I'm gonna show you the pit position first, how you were standing. Right. This is how you were standing, right? I need to keep moving. The reason you don't want to keep moving is what happens if he comes now. You gotta stop and then shoot. He's really good, he's gonna do this. Check here like that, like where you're standing, check behind there, check here, and there you are. He's gonna kill you, right? Or at least burst or tag you at least quite a lot. And that can be the time between hitting your shots and missing your shots and having a time to kill them. You don't want to move. You just want to stand like this and shoot, and then you can move, right? Although I wouldn't stand here. Either you stand like this or like this. You see? Because what happens when you stand like this and he comes at, kill him, and then you go here, kill that guy, go back here, right? You can go like this and kill these players jumping down, right? All these positions you can be in, that's so much better than actually the ones you were in, because you're not covered. Look, even now, I'm covered from quad pretty good. I can just look at this, I'm covered from apps pretty good, right? So I can also stand like this, but this is not really the best for cover. You can see you okay-ish, and also that angle, because look, you see you. But there's all these places you can stand that can cover you. And what happened when you're playing Pit? I love playing Pit. It's my favorite position in the entire game, pretty much. You kill this guy, or they start coming around and flash you. You can go here. Here's a great position. You stand like this. You come down here, you kill them. Down here, you kill them. Also here, like that. This, or jump up here. Even up here, although you're kind of didn't come out apps and kill you pretty good. But you know, there's so many things you can move around here, or even this position, like here rather. 'Cause then you can cover both. But now the thing about these positions, at least this one and this one to some degree, and all these, is that they're not optimal. So you can get killed from two places at the same time, right? But you're gonna have to take a risk, because you know you're there somewhere, and you're kind of screwed. You're gotta do your best with it. If you sound like this, like you were, you know, you're not really covering anything at all. Like, they're not covering anything, and you're kind of sitting like this, you know, like not really sure what you want to do. Just this is probably the best one. Most of the time you can hear them, they drop down. Even if you drop down, you're not going to check this area a lot of the time. They're just going to run straight for that area. If you see here and drop down, you can just look at this and kill them very often. Also this place in Graveyard where you were standing, instead of standing back there, just stand like this. This for apps and this for quad. You see, I'm covered pretty good most of the time. Also stand like this, cover on quad. You're not that much cover from quad, but at least you can't see you from apps. It's a general rule when you want to play things. And also the hero roof standing, this is fantastic. Also a great spot I love playing. Like this, and you come quad, you go like this, right? Or this even. Also go like this, and again you come from quad. Always make sure that you only have one guy looking at the same time. The other thing, like I mentioned, don't move like this, just hold. Right? Just don't touch your keyboard, just hold like this. When he comes, you can move, right? You shoot a burst and you move, that's fine. But don't move like this. What else? Yeah, cross replacement, I did mention that. Like if you're running up a middle, you're like this. And do this even. Keep it here, like this. If he comes, you just shoot, right? Always keep it where it might pop up. And that was like the main gameplay issues I saw with you. Besides that, it's just experience and playing and decision making, really. And that's why just look through a demo again. And that's all I can think of. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sending me a demo. I really appreciate that you're sending me demos. Again, if you play and you feel like you play better and get higher rank, send me more demos. I would love to see you improve. And you mentioned your ranks, which is good, and how long you've played and all that stuff, which is also really good. Helps me a lot looking through things and thinking about it. So thanks for watching. I know there's been like 10-15 guys watching every demo of mine, every review so far. Thanks you guys as well. And just send me more demos. And any feedback you got about anything you'd like, didn't like about it, I would really appreciate hearing it. Yeah, so that's it.